retirement age with my tiny little legs going up and down, tiny little feet going round and round, round and round. My whiteboard down, or even my blackboard. I've got no board at all, so I'm struggling to think how I can improvise this little lesson. I guess I need a human volunteer to act as my visual aid. Neill? Okay, so Neill's going to represent a curve for you. Neill, if you can adopt Okay, yeah, that's good. There's a little bit, Okay, so what Neill is representing is the most boring thing ever created by a man, the Gaussian curve of boringness. And this is how it works. It's actually a graph of how boring the actual graph is. As you look at it from the side, it's low in boredomness because you're just catching it out of the corner of your eye. But as you swing past, it increases in boringness up to a maximum boringness here. But you continue your gaze on, and fortunately it decreases because it leaves your field of view. Thank you very much, Neill. Okay, so that's a Gaussian curve. So straight down the middle, if you go from Neill's nose to his belly button and draw a line, that represents average height. Average height on the Gaussian curve of boringness. And just to the right, over edging towards Neill's nipple, maybe not quite that far, is the region that represents 1 inch above average height. I'm nearly there. I'm very nearly there. Nearly a whole inch above average height, 5'10" and 3/4. So why, when I went to Nick's, they said I've got tiny fucking legs! Tiny legs! How could I be above average height? It doesn't make any sense. It defies all logic. Something in me is longer than it should be. I don't know, is it my neck? Is it my forehead? Is it my torso? Maybe it's my no, it's not my ankles. Maybe it is. Maybe my trousers. Yeah, they do. Oh, there we go. Maybe that's it. It's quite depressing, really. Because I have to buy really tiny trousers from the children's department. Okay, I think I've run out of steam about my graph business. Basically, like, okay, well, we don't need any more Nazi salutes this week, do we? So I'm not going to model a straight diagonal line with Neill. That's... Okay, so here we have a straight line representing on the x-axis, we've got trouser size, okay? Trouser size on the x, we've got height on the y-axis. And most of the population, as you increase in height, you have larger trousers, okay? Makes sense. Height up here against trouser length. So, I'm over here. Yeah, I'm literally in the opposite fucking corner of the entire graph. I've got above average height, and yet I've got tiny little fucking legs. Look at them. I'm like a little gnome in the leg department. Thank you, Neill. Thank you. Very good. My glamorous sister. Let's have a round of applause for Neill. Thank you. This song's all about taking things a bit slower. Sometimes you just have to slow the fuck down. Hear me now. Hear me now. You've got to slow the fuck down. Your tiny little legs going up and down, tiny little feet going round and round, round and round. Tiny little legs going up and down, tiny little feet going round and round, round and round. Tiny little legs going up and down, tiny little feet going round and round, round and round. Tiny little legs. Tiny little legs. Legs going up and down, tiny little legs. According to legs, I've got tiny little legs.
Thank you.
Very much.